This is Bob. His house has a garden which he works on every day and is very proud of. But there's a hole in his fence, and so rabbits keep getting through and eating his carrots. Does Bob simply fix the fence? No. Instead, he automatically goes to the extreme and sets up baited poison traps. Because he's taken this approach so many times, the rabbits now know how to beat the traps. So, every day, they go through the hole, beat the traps, and eat all of his carrots. Now imagine that these rabbits are actually bacteria, and the garden they are trying to enter is actually your body. Instead of simply increasing our defense, or in Bob's case, fixing the defense, we and certain public healthcare systems like to immediately whip out the antibiotics, even if our immune system should be enough to deal with the disease. When Bob kept on using the traps, or when we kept on using antibiotics, the rabbits or bacteria learned to beat these traps and develop resistance. Bob kept on using a trap that uses aminoglycosides, a class of antibiotics, as its poison. If the rabbits or bacteria get stuck in this trap, their ribosomes will stop functioning properly. Ribosomes are what the bacteria use to produce proteins and are essential to the survival of the cell. Ribosomes use three chambers, which take mRNA and amino acid in, read the mRNA code, and translate it into a protein one amino acid at a time. Aminoglycosides bind to an area near the first and second chamber of the ribosome, altering its shape. This makes ribosomes unable to properly read the mRNA, and the ribosomes end up either halting translation or creating a faulty protein. The bacteria or rabbits die because their cells cannot produce necessary proteins for life. Since Bob and the public healthcare system kept on using the same aminoglycoside over and over again when there were other measures that could have been taken, like mending the fence, the rabbits developed resistance. They started to carefully pick up the traps and throw them out of the garden. Similarly, resistant bacteria began to detect and pump out the aminoglycoside from the cytosol, utilizing a specific operon that produces selective efflux pumps. Don't be like Bob, fix the fence. Wash your hands and cover cuts to prevent infection. If you do get sick, don't keep using antibiotics for every single disease, and if it isn't too serious, let your immune system deal with it. Antibiotics should be your last resort, not your first. Let's put an end to antibiotic resistance today, one viewer at a time. Thanks for watching.